my God, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the Windy City, home of Elon Musk's new yet-to-be-built terrible transit system.
Love that.
Professional comedian and fitness expert, Reena Cole!
Yes, excellent. Oh.
Reena, thank you for joining the show.
I want a high five too. You come in hot. You come in circling hot. You gotta get the blood up. And that's exactly right. All right.
And not to be outdone, from Toronto, I believe originally, by way of Los Angeles, international superstar, comedian, and fitness expert, Steph Tolev.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm not going to jog like you did.
Thank you so much for joining us.
This is double the pleasure,
now
double
we've
the
got a
fun.
lot of work to do. We've come in mid-workout, so
Yeah.
it's best we get back into it.
And
we
obviously,
can't take a moment off.
Form is very important.
Yeah.
And so if you could just make sure that we're not hurting ourselves. That's what we're looking
This
for.
is a problem here. We got to bend this. That's,
Oh, thank
I don't
you.
know. That doesn't
I don't
look
want to say
normal.
anything
Cheryl
about it.
There
the
we
gang.
go. There
Is
we
that
go.
better?
That looks better. Much better.
Oh, look, we got
deep.
I don't know if I can do any of these moves without a crotch
No, you see,
kind of a leotard.
At the J.A.G.U.A.R show, we encourage you to do the workout at your own level.
Yeah, you don't even
works for you.
Part of the deal is you don't even need to do the workout. So whatever feels good. There's a lot of octogenarians watching. They'll just kind of sit with their grandson Timothy while he's playing on his Game Boy.
Okay.
A lot of people, even the thought of a workout gets you like halfway there, and so people forget that, and they think that it's all about sweating and the motion, but it's not that at all. Look at these moves.
Look at this.
I mean, obviously the screen is full of people. There are 37 different
okay.
people on the screen right now.
Big room of people here.
I feel
It's
like
complicated.
Did not know.
Plenty of room.
Meditating.
Plenty of room.
Nobody did enough meditating with their workouts in the 90s.
I agree. Now, we often go fully off script with our workouts, too. So if we need to meditate at any point, you just let me know. We will run 3 minutes of dead silence on TV. We
Actually, Steph, I'm gonna switch with you. Let's have you move up by Jay.
Sure. Get me up
Welcome to the front row.
Hey,
That's where they put the strongest of us. The most beautiful.
So far, it is very intense.
This is too much.
If you're overwhelmed and you just need to sit down and take your pulse, do that.
Yeah.
This
And
is
that's going to be fun. Oh, see, and all you got to do is just get the blood pumping at 9:07 in the morning, just being
very
awake
early.
gets you there.
Very early.
Oh, yes. Oh, and then we bring it up. I'm liking what Cheryl's teaching us today.
That's for sure, Cheryl. Oh,
These
one
are
arm up.
super
I'm not doing
important
that.
tenets
That's too
of
much.
fitness.
Back.
One leg up, one arm up, and then
That's
you just
too much.
you take a knee. Your uncle's you're coaching a little
Trophy
league team.
pose.
Picturing this, you know.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love the studio audience is my favorite
Cheryl.
part of this whole thing right
Yes, we are very professional.
now. Two people in the audience is my
Steph and
favorite.
Reena, we haven't had
There we go. Thank you so
And
much.
just so you know it's real, check this out.
We are the #1 morning show filmed behind a live studio audience.
Okay.
#1 in the Jaguar format. Which is, of course, if this is the first time watching the show, this is, of course, a half-an-hour workout,
Yep.
then an hour of news, weather, traffic, sports, crime, travel, astrology,
Our patented
books,
top 10 list.
and, of course, our patented top 10 list.
That's right.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And it
a lot of
flies,
stuff.
too. It
Turn off your
happens.
Fox, turn off your CNN, guys. You're locked in fresh.
What are we doing?
I've
That
got a
one
clear
looks fun.
pubis today. I like what we've done here. Pubis out into the world. It's a lot better this way.
Oh, wow. Clear pubis.
That's nice. Oh, look at
that's
this. And that's just
scary.
allowing you a better view of the musculature of the lower back, which is one of the things that we were wanting to focus on today, was talking about these different muscle groups. So we'll be
I'm just going to
covering
come
that.
back right in stride with that workout. Now we're doing
No,
it.
you're close.
Oh, no, I'm
this is
feeling
like,
good.
This is Broadway.
This is a lot.
It's like a local
Very
theater
theatrical.
group. It's a very much like a production of Our Town.
If I'm not mistaken, we'll be
Good,
doing
good,
some
good.
salsa dancing later, too. So we're in for a real treat this morning,
Really
y'all.
excited I signed up for this. This is fun. This is
Welcome to Denver Comedy. It happens before you should even be awake.
okay.
A lot of it
Jazz
does.
hands and
How is that even a workout?
suspenders.
Literally, how is this even anything at
You
all?
can't have that much fun and not have it
You
be
know
a
what?
workout.
I just hit a moment where I couldn't tell who was real and who was on there.
I'm going to be honest, I'm having the same moment. We haven't had this many people in for the workout
This-
at the same time with a cast of that many people on the screen.
There's no way she's playing any of this. She's just going all
God.
willy-nilly, whatever the hell she wants.
And yet they're all following along with her. So
I
you
don't
gotta wonder, how is this? How do they all learn this choreography? choreography.
She puts a lot of oomph in. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She has the anger of an estranged family type relationship brewing right behind everything, I think. I think she's just...
It's a subtext.
Come on, Dad!
She also probably took her morning shit already, so she's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, she's got nothing in the chambers. That's been cleared out.
Also, through Hollywood Magic, maybe they didn't even film this in the morning.
Whoa, that's
Maybe
fun.
you want cocaine.
Well, maybe cocaine.
Speaking of that, it's time to do cocaine. Can we put up the cocaine graphic?
Nice.
It's time for our favorite segment, 9/11. Every morning we do a big rail of cocaine. You're welcome,
Live, Denver
America.
Open Media.
That sounds
Channel
good.
57.
We're going to smoke a big doob during the break. We're going to do 12 lines, maybe do some acid.
Who knows? It's live
It's
TV.
like you've seen this already before. You know it too
Listen, I
well.
edited all these
It's
clips
like,
over the
okay,
course
I was
of
like,
weeks.
you
I know
This
what's
is a
up.
live feed.
Yeah, they're right behind us. I just had a long meeting with her. We stood on some green tape. We talked about the whole workout today.
At what
Me and
point-
Thomas here.
At what point in the workout do we get a perm?
That happens at 9:31. That
You
is
have
the
to
next
send in-
segment is the perm segment.
There's the cocaine.
Yes.
That way.
Wild horses,
white horse.
you know? Yeah, that's part
That's
of it.
heroin. We said cocaine, not heroin.
Either way, bring me some drugs. I'm not afraid. Let's tear down the American system. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh,
Now this is the part of the
Dude's
show
still horse.
where we really just loosen things up. We breathe through the pubis and we get to know our guests.
Okay.
Steph, what has been going on with you? I'm not talking about the tour. I'm not talking about, showbiz. I'm talking what's going on with Steph.
I'm having sex with a really hot guy right now.
Yes!
Yes, we always support hot
I'm
guys.
really
I
into
heard
it.
you joke about that last night. It was hilarious.
It's really real, and I like to brag. I'll show you all a photo of him.
Do it. What?
Really out of my league, and it's great. Should we pull him up on Facebook?
All you gotta do is say his name. His face will come up. We have people doing
Pull
it.
him up.
I don't know if he's definitely not watching
Okay,
this.
Well, we got an hour and 38
Guys,
minutes.
we gotta
to make
stop
that
now. We do this
decision.
we do this every time at the show. We check our pulse. We're gonna pull
Oh,
up a
yeah,
chart.
yeah.
This is Pamela. She always slows us down and lets us know where we're at.
Yeah, that's how you know you're about halfway through the workout. Pamela comes in and she just has us check our pulse, and the chart's really important. You're gonna want to pay
wait till you
close
see this
attention
chart.
to that just a
Great
minute.
news. I'm alive.
And that's all we're looking for.
Against
I
all
don't
odds,
think I am.
we're all here.
That's like you can check someone else's
I'm
pulse
not here.
if you
That
need
guy
to.
was so hot you died.
Hey, this is,
Okay, this is a great point. Now, Jay, let's check the chart. If you're 19 and you're not getting 130 beats per minute, you're probably gonna die.
That is right. Let's say you're 20. Let's say you're 27. You're at 80%. That's going to be a 160.
Yeah, and if
right
you're 23, you're up at 136. You're gonna have some sort of embolism within the next 2 weeks. You're gonna wanna go get some sort of scrape out angioplasty situation.
Great though. What do they
You know
take
what?
out?
They
Just get
stick a
checked
little
out.
thing in and they scrape the plaque out of your little arteries. And we try to remind people every time we look at that.
27 though, best year to die. If you're gonna do it.
That is right.
Cool club.
Join Janice
Cool
and
club.
Kurt
Yeah.
and Jimmy
Yeah.
and Jim
Yeah.
and Amy Winehouse.
and
Did
me
she make that list?
inside.
Did the dude from Sublime make that list? No, he was too old. Okay.
No, bummer. What about Jesus? How old was he?
30. Yes.
I don't know,
Like
I'm
you
Jewish.
do that.
All right.
Yes, bringing in the right guest with your biblical knowledge here at the J.A.G.U.A.R Morning Show.
Now, Steph is having incredible intercourse with a man who just makes her glow. And
It's just.
I was wondering what bird.
No. Have you ever had sex so out of your league that you don't believe it?
yes,
That's
and
the
it's,
issue.
it's
Have
a
you?
wonderful experience. Yes, where you're like, I can't believe this happened. What could else have I been doing? Yes.
Boom! Look at this! Wow, this is a good image for this conversation. Tell us more about tell us more just about unbelievable sex in general. Please keep the Jesus up on the screen, please. Keep the religious imagery coming, and we're going to talk about sex. Thank you so much for the booth. Thank you. All right.
Now let's check in with Reena. Reena just got here from Chicago. Reena's touring all over too, but we're not concerned about that. We know the stages are hot. We know the lights are bright.
Yes.
What's happening with Reena?
Oh man, I've been doing mushrooms everywhere I can,
Yes,
and
great. Tell us about that.
it's
Where's the
been
last place you
great.
did mushrooms?
Oh, this
In
is like
Iowa.
a dab with a kick.
So glad you could come back with us here. And we've got some more guests, if you hadn't already noticed. And to tell us more about them is veterinarian and comedian Dr. Kevin Fitzgerald.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for staying.
Thanks for all you do for animals. Well, this is Oscar. Oscar is a sulcata tortoise. So anything with a shell is a turtle, but anything that a terrestrial turtle is a tortoise.
So
that's
not much
that's
water
the
time
difference.
for him.
So these guys are tortoises and turtles are really old. 200 million years ago we started seeing them, and so it's a modified rib cage that incorporates the whole body. And so there's 287 species, and over 200 of them are so threatened and endangered. These guys are African. It's an African spurred tortoise with these big spurs. They live in the Sahara and they dig in so they don't dehydrate. And they put on about a pound a year for 100 years.
Just every year.
Yeah, so they live a long time. I think
and how old is this guy?
He's 5.
5.
So he's been.
You're just a little guy.
He's a young guy, so he'll get really big. And this is the second largest kind of tortoise. You know, behind the big Galapagos. Yeah.
Right.
But these guys get huge too, and he's the nice thing about turtles, they're my favorite animal. They look like they know more than you do, and they probably do. And they're just gentle, you know.
There you are.
He's checking the crowd. He's checking the crowd.
You can get your close up there.
And so his
eyes are all kind of glistening.
Yeah.
He's got a little food coming out of its mouth.
Well, he's excited. He wants to do a shelfie.
A shelf. Yes.
Yeah, don't write these jokes for nothing, you know.
Yeah. Is he touchable?
Yeah.
I mean, here.
He is. You should always wash your hands after reptiles because you're okay just touching the shell, and so, they shed salmonella, you know, and
they shed salmonella.
It's a normal inhabitant of
little chicken eater.
Their gut tracts, normal for them.
Wow.
But they're amazing, you know. We got aquatic turtles. We got the terrestrial forms. We got 4 turtles here in Colorado. Yeah, touch it. And so this guy's a vegetarian, and so he loves melon and vegetables.
It's like touching my grandma.
You know, yeah.
Except nicer.
She'd like to hear that. You know, we see that 6% of American homes have some kind of exotic pet, you know, a non-traditional pet besides dogs and cats. And I think if people take them on, you know, they're duty bound to take care of him. He's not an impulse buy. He's going to live 100 years. You know.
That's right.
And I'll show you why it's not an impulse buy. This is Speedy.
Speedy.
And Speedy.
Look at him go. So stay. Hold on.
Yeah, Speedy. Speedy was caught in 1912 in Los Angeles, and he was an adult then. Wow. And so he outlived 3 generations of his own family, and ended up with my technician when his mother died. And the thing about Speedy is he's a California desert tortoise, and he's from a part of Los Angeles where now there's just homes, and there's no more habitat. So there's only about 60 of these guys left, and they're all too old to reproduce, so he's the last of the Mohicans.
What?
And so it makes me sad, you know, because whenever a species goes extinct, the world becomes a less interesting place.
So they're too old to reproduce? These are the last there's no like turtle Viagra that we can go on?
Yeah, I'm not.
In vitro turtleization or something?
I'm not too old. Yeah, he'd like to have a turtle celebration.
I'm not saying you got to do it, but you know, someone.
Yeah.
No,
it is sad, you know, and so you just see the last of his kind that's been around for 200 million years.
You're so old. You're like 3 times as old as me.
And so.
Oh, he's right on me now.
Yeah, he likes it. And so.
Hi.
And then I got Pat and Mike, who are little Colorado guys.
Oh, but wait, there's more. Oh, and you brought some fun-sized ones. Nice.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone look under your seat.
Yeah.
You're all getting a little speeder.
Yeah, these crunchy pies. Yeah, you know. Can you get him? He's a box turtle. And so he's a
turtle close-up.
These guys come to eastern Colorado. So we have box turtles in Colorado.
Oh, this one.
This one here. Box turtles in Colorado. Also, we have snappers. Right? We got snapping turtles.
Those are the ones will bite you.
And we've got the beautiful red painted turtle. On the underside, they're painted red water turtle. Yeah. And then if you put him down, he'll walk. And so. Wow,
it's like a little hatch. This one.
Yeah. He doesn't like the camera.
Turtle, activate.
This guy, this sulcata, he can recognize people who feeds him and follow you around the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so my mother, well, I've been feeding him maraschino cherries, and my mother had a stroke and lived with me, and she was in a wheelchair. So what do you do with an old lady on her birthday? I thought I'd get her a day spa, right, you know, and took her and they gave her the things on her eyes, the cucumbers, and did her skin, painted her toenails bright red, and she had him in the wheelchair on down. And he saw the thing, you know.
Delicious.
So she goes, get that wretch away from me. You know? He's that villain, he's gonna eat my toe.
A little nibbler.
But she had 9 other toes. So.
Well, that is fantastic. Alicia, you want to get some turtles up on your, you need some turt tables?
Yeah, here we can just
get one on each and just rep.
Let him pick us off.
Go, DJ. Oh, little Michelangelo turtle. That's the party dude. Oh, he's spinning.
He's actually doing
He's
something.
spinning. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, no.
DJ Turtle, everybody. Tortoise. Well, beautiful. Any other? Oh, you shy guy. Any other final things?
You know, animals are you know, make our lives better. And as we become more urban and away from nature, you know, I think people for too long tried to ascend from nature, you know, and when we should ascend to nature. It's all around us. We live here in Colorado. I think the best thing you can do is take a hike. The answer is children, you know, and working with children and getting them to be naturalists and to realize, you know,
I think that's
what they have. And,
we're more aware than ever.
And so that's the best thing. But thanks for all you do for animals. No, thank you, buddy.
I got you. You
Thanks.
do way more. Can I lift this up?
Yeah.
Everyone give it up for Dr. Kev and the animals. We will be right back.
Fantastic. All right, your next comedian come to the stage, very funny comedian. Please welcome Zeke Herrera. Don't worry, they already tagged me with my Fitbit. It's gonna be okay. The stage is putting in a lot of work tonight, that's all I'm saying. What was that off for, huh? I'm making fun of me, okay? When Jeff's like so, give it up for Jeff. He's doing a great job. He's like so handsome, and then he just brings me out. I feel like when that like Persian king like brings out that troll monster to go fight the Romans, you know? Go kill him. I don't know. Are you not entertained? This is a different reference. I am trying to like lose weight, you know, like I'm trying to win the lottery. Like I'm not buying any tickets, but I think about it a lot. And it's just like the future's coming up, you know? That's what I'm really worried about. I don't want to be more fuckable or like healthier. It's just there's shit that I'm not gonna meet the weight requirements for in the future. You know? I don't want to be the first guy like bottoming out on a hoverboard. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't want to use like a jetpack to just jump a little bit higher. They're gonna be like, hey, we learned how to travel to different dimensions. And you gotta buy 2 seats, okay? I think this is a little bit of a stretch. I think Jesus was fat. All the signs are there, you know? Like he's bad at his job. Everybody's like, hey, Jesus, want to come jump in the pool? He's like, look, I could just walk on the water. I'm not gonna take my shirt off or anything. Like everybody's just like making staffs into snakes and splitting seas, and Jesus is like, got all like the food and booze related powers. He's just like, hey, I brought the fish fillets. What do you guys want to do? I don't understand, like, there's like a weird correlation between Christianity and loving guns. I don't entirely understand it, but I do love guns. I don't know how to, I knew it was going to get silent. It's fine. I just think, here's my thing, is like, whatever you have, you don't want somebody taking that away from you. You know, that's why people are so against gun regulation, is because they already have those guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I woke up in the morning with, like, Wolverine claws, I'd be like, these are tight as fuck. And then the government's like, hey, we're going to start taking away Wolverine claws. I'm like, listen, I know there's no practical use for me having these, but they're dope, you know? You don't even have to go that far. There's a lot of people in here that are for gun regulation, right? And there's also a lot of people in here with wieners. And I would argue that more atrocities have been committed with wieners than with guns. You know? But if I was like, hey, we gotta start chopping off some of these wieners, you know? Some of them are too long, too efficient. You would come up with excuses immediately. You'd be like, well, it's probably like a psychological issue. Maybe we should regulate sperm counts. You know, I heard the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a dick is a good guy with a dick. I don't know. I don't read books, if you couldn't tell by that last joke. And everybody gets mad at me. Everybody gets mad at me. Like I said it in a library or something. Like, it's fine. I'm not running for president, you know? It's gonna be... Ooh. Struck a lot of chords with that one. All right. I just hate how, like, I feel like I'm too far into the not reading rabbit hole to go down that route, you know? Because people are too condescending about books. When, like, especially when movies come out, people are like, oh, the book was better. And they would say that about any book, you know? Like, if there was, like, a dictionary movie, it would be dope as fuck. There'd be, like, labias and defenestration and aardvarks. It'd be awesome. But nerds would still be like, yeah, they made some character choices I didn't particularly care for. All right, thanks, guys. I'm Zeke Herrera.
Keep it going for Zeke Herrera, everybody. One more time. Let him hear it.
No.
Deep, 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 deep.
This is a Sexpot Comedy production.